excited. So excited. But anyway, for today's video, it's gonna be of course, the football, soccer story time. I will be talking about the most important rivalries in soccer history, at least according to popular vote, and that will be, of course, El Clásico and the Manchester Derby. Manchester Derby. I know I have a lot of Manchester fans on here, so this is for you. So, I have my soccer ball. I have my story. I'm gonna start off with El Clásico, and then I'll finish off with the Manchester Derby. Okay, so as always, sit back and relax, enjoy the whispers, and if you're a soccer football fan, enjoy the story, or both. Okay, let's begin. So, we begin in Spain with El Clásico. El Clásico refers to official matches between Barcelona and Real Madrid, a rivalry that began in 1902. So, this has been going on for a while, you guys. Over the decades, it grew far beyond a normal football competition. These matches came to represent deeper cultural and historical divisions within Spain. Barcelona has long been associated with Catalonia and regional identity, while Real Madrid has traditionally been linked to the Spanish capital and national authority. Because of this, matches between the two clubs often carried symbolic meaning, in addition to supporting importance. Alright, a little bit of soccer tapping. El Clásico also became global because of consistency at the highest level. Both clubs dominated Spanish football for long periods, frequently competing for La Liga titles, domestic cups, and European titles, of course. This ensured that their meetings almost always had major consequences. Some matches permanently shaped the rivalry. Shall we mention? In March 2007, Barcelona and Real Madrid played to a 3-3 draw. That night is remembered for Lionel Messi scoring all 3 goals for Barcelona. It was one of the earliest moments that signaled his long-term importance to the rivalry. In April 2009, Barcelona defeated Real Madrid 6-2 at the Santiago Bernabéu. Winning by that margin in Madrid was historic. The match symbolized a shift in dominance and showcased Barcelona's tactical superiority during that period. Then makes El Clásico unique is that these matches are remembered not only for goals, but for what they represented at the time. Changes in power, confidence, and identity between two global institutions. So, my English friends, now we move to north. Now we move up north to England, to a rivalry that feels very different, yet just as intense. always get something wrong. Whatever. I'm not offended. It's fine. I am a little bit offended, just a little bit. Just a little bit. I mean, I'm not offended, but I'm like, oh yeah, stop taking it so seriously. No, but I mean, hello, of course. You know, we gotta put the truth out there, you know. So, it's good. Correct me. Okay, of course. Because I don't claim to be no soccer expert, okay? I'm just here for the rambles and the fun and the whispers and